Coming up on KSC TV News, a recap of Keene State's presidential inauguration ceremony.
We'll take you inside the Cohen Center for Holocaust and Genocide Studies' brand new home.
Keene restaurants are changing. Find out which ones are closing and which are opening.
All that and more is coming up on KSC TV.
Good evening and welcome to the April 12th edition of KSC TV News. I'm Travis THUOTTE.
And I'm Kiana Wright. Thanks for tuning in this evening.
Dr. Melinda Treadwell has been officially installed as the 11th president of Keene State College. The official ceremony took place last Friday in the Mabel Brown Room at the Student Center. The ceremony included remarks from faculty, staff, and alumni, as well as System Chancellor Todd Leach and Trustees Chair John Small. President Treadwell received the President's Medallion. In her remarks, she focused on promises of higher education in the liberal arts and helping students succeed.
A public liberal arts education. Why do I believe this approach to education is vital for the success of our society? Well, because I've lived it. I have followed the path and the promise of a public liberal arts education, and it has led me to this place. I am living proof of this promise.
President Treadwell used the inaugural event to debut a new commencement honor. During her inauguration speech, President Treadwell said one of the things she aims to do as president is bring more tradition to campus, unveiling the new senior medallions. Picturing the arch on Appian Way, the medallions represent the Go Forth to Serve motto of Keene State and give seniors an award beyond their diplomas. The commencement committee and President Treadwell have been working on this project for more than a year.
And we tweaked the design a little bit, and we came up with a design that Melinda was really happy with. So this year, every senior will be receiving in the gym, when they line up for commencement, this commemorative medallion as a gift from Melinda.
The medallions will be given to graduates during the ceremony on graduation day on May 11th.
The new home for the Sean Cohen Center and Holocaust and Genocide Studies Department is now open. Saturday, the public got a first glimpse inside the building at the ribbon-cutting ceremony. The addition to the Mason Library includes an art gallery, faculty offices, a classroom space, and a 60-seat lecture hall. The project donors say the building brings a sense of unity and community to the Cohen Center and HGS program.
And we can all be under the same roof now, and there is that sense of community when you're studying a subject matter that's as challenging as this is. It's nice to have support.
The Cohen Center was founded on the Keene State College campus in 1983.
A Londonderry police officer is facing drunk driving charges in a crash that killed a former Keene resident. The Derry News reports police say Officer Tyler Berry of Amherst crossed the yellow center line and crashed his truck with another vehicle. The other driver, Sierra Croto of Manchester, was pronounced dead on the scene. Berry is being charged with felony aggravated driving under the influence of alcohol and has been suspended from the department without pay until the investigation concludes. He was not on duty and he was driving a private vehicle at the time of the crash.
There might be a possible return of parking meters at Central Square. The Keene Sentinel reports the owners of Pedradas and the Poor House have claimed they have lost business after the city removed the parking meters and replaced them with kiosks. This week, the Keene City Council received a petition of 84 signatures demanding to replace the parking kiosks with traditional coin-fed meters. Also this week, Mayor Kendall Lane sent the matter to the Finance, Organization, and Personnel Committee for consideration.
Friendly's Restaurant has closed its door in Keene. The store did not open on Sunday morning. The Keene Sentinel reports that Keene Restaurant was one of 23 Friendly's across New England and New York that suddenly shut down. Friendly's CEO George Michel reportedly sent a letter to each of the 23 restaurants telling them that he had made the decision to close effective immediately. Friendly's in Nashua, New Hampshire will also close, along with 14 stores in New York, 3 in Massachusetts, 3 in Connecticut, and 1 in Maine.
A new Keene restaurant that stirred national attention with its controversial name is now open, but they're still dealing with some growing pains. KSC TV Peter Dubois tells us why.
Vietnamese restaurant in Keene due to all the hype around its name. Owner and head chef Isabel Jolie says that publicity has been great for business.
I mean, when you consider that the majority of the people advocated for our business name, and we're not just talking about locally or statewide, we're talking about nationally and internationally. We had that support and people advocating for us, not just in the name, but just on every conceivable level. I would say that the publicity was really powerful and positive.
I wouldn't say offensive to myself, but I can definitely see how others would find it offensive.
Even for people who may still have a problem with the controversial name, Jolie says she welcomes them as customers.
I think that I would defend their right to have that opinion, because it's okay if not everyone's going to agree, and that we welcome my partners, welcome everybody. Even if you hated the name, please give us a try, check out our food, be fair and be honest the way you were honest with us about the name.
The restaurant has faced other challenges since opening on March 8th. Roof leaks, drainage issues, a faulty hot water tank, and other issues caused Jolie to shut down business for nearly 2 weeks. While most of those issues are resolved, there's still an electrical problem being worked out. So in the meantime, the restaurant is open just 5 days a week and only in the evenings.
So our goal is to open at lunchtime as well, and have it 6 days a week. Without the proper staff in terms of training and having it fully staffed, that's the first thing. We can't reach to that goal yet.
Until then, the restaurant will be open Wednesday through Sunday, 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. Peter Dubois, KSC TV.
Jolie says she's uncertain when the restaurant will be open full-time, but she's hopeful that day will come soon.
Keene State College is helping young scientists get their start. The college recently hosted its first ever STEM fair. KSC TV's Haley Patch got a chance to check it out.
The Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Fair was open to all interested 5th through 8th grade students in the Monadnock region. Its purpose was for students to present projects in front of a variety of judges for different prizes, along with an expo of local STEM businesses and organizations. The projects were placed in one of 4 categories: engineering, life sciences, physical sciences, and math and technology combined.
The categories arose from the nature of the projects that students submitted, and they're being judged based on how well designed and executed their project was. Some of it's on the presentation, the poster, and the way they talk about it.
The students were able to sign up for the fair online. Then the fair organizers, Professor Lauren Launen and instrument technician Brian Moore, reached out to each of the students and conversed back and forth with them. There were multiple local STEM businesses at the fair that had the opportunity to meet the students and discuss their projects and future jobs.
Every kid who's come up and spoken with me wants to tell me about their project a little bit, and seems like they've really gotten into it, which is great to see. Really kind of the science, the tech, the math, everything being so, people getting so excited about it at such a young age.
Some KSC students volunteered at the fair as judges, helped decorate, or created posters to promote the event.
Before the fair, I got to work with some of them on their projects and talk with them and help them plan, and I was able to see their outcomes, and that was awesome.
The STEM fair consisted of 40 different projects, and Keene State hopes to continue this in the future. Haley Patch, KSC TV.
The first place winner of the STEM fair was Andrew Moore from Keene Middle School.
A Claremont woman has advanced to the final 14 in American Idol singing competition. The Sentinel Report's 19-year-old Evelyn Cormier impressed the judges in her all-star duet with Chris Isaac. They performed Isaac's hit song, Wicked Game, which was also the song Cormier used for her first audition. Cormier will continue representing New Hampshire as she moves on to the live shows this coming Sunday. The local version of that show, Keene Idol, will host its 15th and final season this year. The Keene Sentinel Report's 25 vocalists will compete beginning in May for a chance to win a grand prize of $10,000. The first place winnings are double last year's prize. Live auditions will take place Sunday, April 14th at the Poorhouse on Keene Central Square from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
That's all for this edition of KSC TV. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll be back next week at the same time. We'll see you then, and have a good evening.